My name is William. I'm from Denmark, and I wasted 30 years of my life. Not on alcohol, not on parties, not on reckless spending. I wasted 30 years doing exactly what society told me was right. I went to school. I got a stable job. I paid my taxes. I saved a little every month. I waited patiently for promotions. I believed consistency would lead to freedom. Instead, consistency kept me average. And only after 3 decades did I finally understand something painful. Most people don't stay poor because they're lazy. They stay poor because they follow financial rules designed for survival, not wealth. If you are young, if you are struggling, if you feel stuck, listen carefully. What I'm about to share could save you 20 or 30 years of your life. For most of my adult life, I believed income was the goal. I chased raises. I chased job titles. I chased approval from managers who were also trapped in the same system. Every year, I earned more. And every year, I felt no freer. Here's the truth. Nobody teaches in school. Salary is rented money. The moment you stop working, it stops arriving. True wealth doesn't come from income. It comes from ownership. Owners collect profits while they sleep. Employees trade hours for currency. I spent years perfecting my CV while ignoring balance sheets. If I had learned early to buy businesses, shares, real estate, or income-producing assets, my entire financial future would look different. Denmark teaches discipline. Save your money. Avoid risk. Be careful. So I saved. Month after month. Year after year. My bank account grew slowly, but inflation quietly ate its value. Saving protects money. It does not multiply it. Money locked in a savings account is like a car parked forever in a garage. It looks safe, but it's going nowhere. Wealth comes from making money work. Index funds, rental properties, equities, cash flow businesses. I was afraid of losing money, so I guaranteed I'd never gain much. The most expensive mistake I made wasn't financial. It was temporal. I underestimated time. At 25, I thought I had forever. At 35, I thought I was still early. At 45, panic began whispering at night. Compounding! Rewards. The early. It punishes. The late. Investing 200 euros per month. At 21 can create millions. Starting at 40 means working twice as hard for half the result. I didn't lose money. I lost decades of compound growth. Time is not just money. Time is exponential power. And once it's gone forever. I was taught that was evil. Avoid loans. Pay everything in cash. Stay safe. That advice kept me small. Here's the real truth. There are 2 kinds of debt. Bad debt buys consumption. Good debt buys production. Credit cards for gadgets destroy lives. Loans for income-producing assets build empires. Wealthy people don't avoid debt. They use it strategically. They borrow to acquire assets, to pay back the loan, and leave profit behind. Debt is a tool used incorrectly. It ruined you. Use wisely. It accelerates everything. Your environment shapes your destiny more than your intelligence. Most of my friends were kind people, hardworking, honest. But nobody talked about investing. Nobody built businesses. Nobody discussed cash flow or assets, so neither did I. We talked about football, politics, weekend plans, and slowly, without realizing it, we normalized mediocrity. You don't rise to your goals. You fall to yours. The moment I surrounded myself with investors, builders, and thinkers, my mindset shifted. Success became normal. Growth became expected. Choose your circle carefully. It writes your future. Comfort nearly destroyed me. Comfort kept me in jobs I outgrew. Comfort delayed risks. Comfort made excuses feel reasonable. I waited for perfect timing. Perfect timing never arrives. Comfort whispers, tomorrow? But tomorrow quietly becomes 10 years. Growth lives in discomfort. Every breakthrough I ever had came from moments when I was scared. Safe paths lead to crowded destinations. 4 years, I believed someone else would fix things. My employer, the government. The pension system, they won't. No one is coming to rescue you. You are your own retirement plan. You are your own safety net. The day I accepted full responsibility was the day my life began changing. Victim thinking keeps you poor. Ownership thinking builds wealth. I spent years mastering my profession, but zero time mastering money. That was catastrophe. Money is a language, and I was illiterate. Wealthy people study cash flow, tax strategy, risk management, asset allocation. Poor people study entertainment. If you don't understand money, you will always work for someone who does. Financial education isn't optional. It's survival. People think wealth comes from dramatic moves. It doesn't. It comes from boring consistency. Automatic investing. Tracking expenses. Reinvesting profits. Reading every day. Building systems. Millionaires are not reckless gamblers. They are disciplined machines. Small habits repeated daily create massive outcomes. You don't need motivation. You need routines. My biggest regret? Waiting until I felt ready. Confidence doesn't come before action. It comes after. Your first investment will feel uncomfortable. Your first business will feel messy. Your first risk will feel terrifying. Do it anyway. Action creates clarity, not the other way around. If I could go back to 20, I would buy assets instead of status symbols. I would invest before I upgraded my lifestyle. I would learn finance before scrolling social media. I would choose growth over comfort. I would fail faster. I would start earlier, but I can't go back. So I'm telling you, I'm William. I'm from Denmark. And I wasted 30 years learning these lessons. Please don't repeat my mistake. Start now. Even tiny steps today beat perfect plans tomorrow. Because becoming a billionaire doesn't start with money. It starts with mindset.